Hello, 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 and welcome to Larger Curves tonight. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you, and we are going to have a good time tonight. Let's see what's going on. I really appreciate you, and we are going to have a good time tonight. Let's see what's going on. Okay, all right. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Larger Curves tonight. Make sure you smash that like button and smash that subscribe button on your way in. All right. I'm so glad you took a minute to pop in. It looks like One Who Cares, one of my faves, was already in the house this evening. And you know how we do over here on Larger Curves. You know how we do over here on Larger Curves. I said, you know how we do over here on Larger Curves, right? I got to hit you with the, the very so glad that you're here. That's right. Toddy, vision. We're going to have to keep this going. This is going to be a nice, loud, long intro. All right. That's for Toddy, vision. And look at who else is here. Look who else is here. We got some Shannon and Van. Shannon Van came through. Shannon Van, that's Vancouver people. And of course, as I already mentioned, One Who Cares started it off this evening on Larger Curves. Thank you for coming in. All right. We have a couple of things planned tonight here on Larger Curves. And I was just downloading my last reel. And then I had my friend called who hadn't called in ever so. And I was like, I'll just put my picture over it right there. Remind me, you guys. Okay. Because I have to get this to the place where I can share it with you, because I was working on some media background, because when I used to read and when I still do read, I like pictures, and I have a vivid imagination. And so you can keep along. I decided to make a reel. You know what, BT dub? Sorry for my camera quality. I Googled it. And as it turns out, Macs are kind of like on the freaking quality. I feel like I look like blurry to you guys. I don't know if it's my background light or what, but I'm feeling mighty blurry. But I can't be like in the dark in here, because then I can't see what I'm trying to do with y'all, right? Let me see if this will let me airdrop. Oh, man. Not number 99. Not number 99, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that? Remember Not Number 99? Are y'all old enough to remember that cartoon that used to say, Not Number 99? Whenever something bad was about to happen I think it was Hanna-Barbera cartoons, used to have, like, if the coyote was going to do something to the hen, then he would or some Acme something could come in the mail, and it was going to be not number 99. That meant it was going to be bad. So my number 99 is that while we're talking, while we're getting started this evening, while we're doing our shouts out, again, thank you for stopping into Larger Curves. If you haven't already, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, share this video. It helps the algorithm. That's what I hear. And if you like this video, it helps another algorithm. That's what I hear. And if you hit the bell, then you can get notified next time I upload a video, right? That looked like I was on delay, huh? But I did that all in my own. Yeah. It's like that, and that's the way it is, huh? All right. She's there tonight, you guys. She's there, and we're here. All right. Okay, let's see, what else can I get rid of real fast? How are y'all doing? Can I get a 1 if you're doing fantastic? And can I get a 3 if you're doing freaking awesome? And can I get a, what's good, husband? And can I get a 7 if you could use some prayer? That's fair, right? That covers everything, right? I just got to get rid of like 15 more things in here you got. Oh, I guess I guess these two. And then maybe, you ever know, I mean, I should have just got the freaking thing with the terabyte. That's one thing about these droids. I mean, these iPhones, like, where's the storage, you guys? Where's the storage? That was sad about Betty White and then Sidney Poitier. And then who else? Anyway, we don't need to talk. Oh, look, one who cares gives us a 1. That's right. That's what I like to hear. That is exactly what I like to hear. One who cares. And Toddy Vision gives us a 1. That's right. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna freaking forget about that right now, and I'm just gonna come over here. You guys, I'm live. If you were wondering. Yes, oh, look, he's saying crazy stuff now that I'm on live because he knows I can't. All right, so I'm so glad you guys are ones. I'm so glad that you are fully claiming your awesomeness today. All right, all right. So let's get started tonight on Larger Curves. Look, I made this thing in the back, but I'm behind this. Maybe if I turn this off. Oh, that still doesn't help. It said I should have put my green screen, but I didn't feel like getting out the whole thing. And I guess I could have tacked it on the wall, but I didn't. So now I have to deal with this blurry background. And if it gets too bad, I might just have to take it a freaking way. I don't know. You guys tell me if it gets like distracting. But we're going to start off with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Yeah, we're going to start off with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City because, you know, I be having stuff to say about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City over here because my treatment that I've been witnessing, what I've been witnessing of the treatment of Mary M. Cosby over there on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City has been none too pretty. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? I hope so. Let me know if my sound is fumbly or whatever. Part of the reason I left off my original sound off of these reels tonight is because when I went to the playback, I was like, I kind of sounded like, you know, yeah, mama, yeah. Okay, anyway. So this, I'm not really going to do a full recap, but the basic recap is that all the ladies on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City made up from last week's super fiasco, but it did start off with the same drama ensuing. So they picked up at the dinner where everybody was in the white dinner after they walked around the labyrinth, remember, where they left Mary out, but then asked her why she wasn't there, but they had left her. Anyway, don't make me go backwards. I'm trying to go forwards, okay? So Jen is yelling at Meredith still about whatever, about she slept with 10 guys. And Meredith comes back to the table and very, very kindly says, Jen, you don't want me to say what I could say. It won't end well for you, Jen. She said, it's so good. And Jen was like, oh. And then she started in on Jenny. She's like, well, you need to apologize, Jenny, because why did you go and tell everybody that about Meredith telling me that? You're the one that needs to apologize, right? So that's not my point. My point is that they picked up in the same mess, but then they all woke up the next day and Meredith is still yelling. And now it's about her family because, as it turns out, this is Jen Shawshank. Her name is Jen Shaw, but she's known in these YouTube streets as Jen Shawshank because she has like 16 letters of the alphabet came for her in the second episode of this tonight, right? So Meredith was saying, you've been really nasty to me. And this is Jenny Wynn. This right here is Jenny Wynn, ladies and gentlemen. And Jenny Wynn is currently all up in these YouTube streets as a topic because of her recently discovered racist posts. Now, as a viewer, if you go back to the other videos on my channel, you will see that I have been saying the entire time that freaking Jenny Wynn is giving me total racist vibes and giving off black phobic melanin hatred over there. And I was like, in my humble opinion, as a viewer, that's what I was witnessing, right? But it was just my opinion. Some people agree, some people don't agree, but that's not what opinions are for. Opinions are actually for you to be able to be like, okay, this is how I feel. And then you decipher and you process and then you share. And if in your sharing, you can possibly find something that might change your perspective once you voice your opinion. So I'm all for opinions. And we're going to get to Tasha K because you better stick with opinions and not with some lies, okay? Okay? OMG! OMG! Look what's over here. Look what we have. We have a Mims in the house. We got a Mims in the house, you guys. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I feel honored. I feel honored that you even popped in. All right. I totally do. I am like all fangirling. Everybody, check out Mims. He has a YouTube. He's across all the medias. Make it make sense now, I think he has it as. But anyway, what's happening over here? Was that it? Oh no, that was just, I don't know. Some of these pictures didn't process. I don't know why. But so I appreciate you being here. Make it make sense. Look, absolutely cares. I mean, absolutely cares. One who cares absolutely agrees with me 100% with what I've been saying has been happening in the streets of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So they're still all at the dinner, right? And they're all saying, you know, well, that's if Meredith is fake this and Meredith fake that, and Meredith and Mary were to blame for Jen's 16 letters of the alphabet incident. But none of that is really true. And look, Toddy Vision, I got a freaking period on that, all right? I got a period on that, right, Toddy Vision? And so everybody's like trying to say their points. But to me, you guys, to me, in my humble opinion, Whitney and Heather, the cousins, are they some ish-stirrers or what? Do these ladies love to sit around and the plots they come up with, you think that they were in California smoking bowls or something. The way they sit back and like are like, do you think that the reason Meredith wasn't on the van is because she planned it? And do you think that because Mary wasn't there and she makes people call her God, allegedly, that's why the letters of the alphabet, 16 of them, came to Jen? Pass the brownie. Like, what are these ladies doing? What are they doing? Even Jenny Wynn said is in this episode that she thinks one of her co-stars, Meredith, she thinks she must have had some upstairs, the way she comes up and down on her, like getting along with people's, okay? So another thing I'm noticing is that Lisa Barlow is a woman of many faces. In my opinion, Lisa Barlow, in my opinion, is a woman of many faces. What I'm witnessing Lisa Barlow do is go around to everybody in the group and say, I'm on your side, and agree with them on something. Then when they're in a big group, she'll talk trash about everybody and act like she didn't just tell that person that. But it's all kind of like orchestrated in a way where she'll like come through and she'll drop a little nugget. She'll be like, well, you know, Cameron, I don't really want to say, but it's really horrible. And then she'll walk away and leave you with Cameron, right? Or then she'll say something like, you know, Mary is a very dear friend of mine and I believe her, right? But she really doesn't, right? Yes, gaslighting is the situation always. That's what I'm saying. And we don't want to like mix any gas with anything, but it comes off like I can't see nothing through this fog, right? I can't see nothing over here through this fog of gaslight, right? I'm surprised these ladies are not passing out one who cares, right? So anyway, Meredith gets up and sits down. If they were really shady, they would have done a counter for how many times Meredith got up and walked away this particular episode. In my recollection, she walked out and was ready to pack her bag no less than 5 times, ladies and gentlemen. No less than 5 times Meredith walked away. And then Jen Shaw was like, she's not going to be the only one walking away 5 times. And she walked off. And then Jenny Wynn was like, look, all these bitches upstaging me. I'm about to walk off next. And then she walks off. And I was like, no, Meredith had all y'all well, actually, Mary is the originator, so they say in these YouTube streets, of being the walk-offinator on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and not wanting to like be around people when they're trying to confront her. This right here, Mary Cosby, she's the original of Walk Away. I'm done with your stuff. Is that good, baby? Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Oh, wow. Yeah. It did come out good.
Here.
No. I don't need a whole piece of chicken.
Okay. Here, you just need that.
Oh, thank you, son. He wanted to make sure I got some of the chicken and broccoli that I made. Because if he has to eat the broccoli, mom has to eat the broccoli. Okay? Let me know if I have any broccoli in my teeth. That's my side gap. Don't worry about it. God made me special. God made me so special. For there's no other who's just like me. Side gap and all. All right. Make a song about it. Make a song about all your perfect imperfections. Let's get back to the nonsense on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. The first thing on the reel tonight in Larger Curves YouTube Streets Talk. All right. So we were right at the gaslighting. And that kind of carried out through the night where the ladies woke up the next morning and decided they had had enough of the gas and we're just going to go out to the Mother Nature. But look, I still have pictures of the freaking white dinner up because I'm just going to be talking and we might not even finish because I want to get past this and get to the Tasha K stuff because while I have the people in the house, I totally want to engage you guys and we can keep going. If you have anything you want to add about this as one who cares and Toddy Vision and make it make sense and Shannon the Van and everybody who else is here. If anybody else wants to say anything about it or can make me remember anything that I forgot, then feel free to chime in on the comments. And yes, I talk this fast, uninduced. All right. So, okay. So all of a sudden, in the middle of Jen Shaw and Meredith's stuff, remember I told you that Meredith said, "You don't want me to say what I know," and all of a sudden Jen was like, "No. Who else can I aim this venom at? No. She was like, "Jenny, you need to apologize for this, that, and the other." And then in the meantime, Meredith did another walk-off. And she's like, "I'm done with you guys. You guys aren't my friends. If you're saying that if I faked the memorial and my dad's memorial, that was really like some stuff." And they all did say it, y'all. Did you see them all on the bus agreeing that something was up and all questioning whether or not she was literally at her father's memorial? They all questioned it. And Jenny Wynn, who should know when to shut up, in my opinion, is one of the major shit stirrers in this episode and this franchise this season. No way! Black Lavender's in the house. Black Lavender. Thank you for coming in. All right. I appreciate you. Shout out to Toddy from Black Lavender. That's right. It's all love in here. Everybody get to know each other in the chat. Let's build our nice little Curvies community over here and we can keep it pushing. All right. Okay. So in the middle of all of them fighting, here comes Jenny Wynn's #fire Jenny Wynn. Here comes Jenny Wynn's black phobic thing where while she's in the midst of it, everybody can say anything, but Mary can't even just go, That's what she did, you guys, while they were talking. She said, And Jenny was like, "Don't say anything, Mary." Like, Jen Shaw is about to whoop your ass, Jenny. But Mary Cosby's is an issue. Whatever. And then the dinner ended with Mary being like, "Y'all didn't see that? Like, you guys didn't see that?" Because they were like, "Oh, Jenny didn't deserve that stuff from Jenny Shaw." Yes, she did. And she deserves some more, but she didn't get it. Hey, you do support Fire Jenny, right? Fire Jenny. Just go ahead and fire her. This is horrible. And then kind of how she dug in by saying that she thought she was standing up for injustice by posting that stuff. Really, Jenny? That's what you thought? Okay, so then they end up going out on this hike, right? And after the hike, they get up and yeah, I didn't cover the hike. I didn't do anything about the hike. Okay, and then here's I didn't do anything about the hike because I wanted to keep it short. So that's this part. So they went on a hike and everybody kind of did a team building thing. And then after the hike, though, they were like sitting around, and for some reason, Mary and Jenny got into it again. And there it was. And then for some reason, Mary and Jenny got into it again. I'm not really sure what happened, but the way they edited it made it look like, again, here we go. The way they edited it makes it look like Mary's just like tripping on Jen for no reason, on Jenny rather, for no reason. But obviously there had to be something that happened, right? So Mary has often said that the editing in this is not making her look good. And that was part of what her issue has been with the entire season, and probably why she didn't show up to the reunion. Was if everybody heard that on the Facebook has like something where you can go and talk to the people or something. She went on somebody's live and she said that she's not fired. No, she said that she didn't quit and that she didn't show up because she didn't want to be basically, getting everything from all the people being under attack, So this is Jenny Wynn complaining that Mary's reaction to her popping off at her all the time is that Mary thinks she's up here and I'm down here, and that's not the case. It's just a reaction to your overall treatment and constant just snapping at her that obviously she's going to snap at you. And then for some reason, Heather says, this is really extreme. From what we saw, it was just like a little nothing. But then the reason I feel it was something in editing is because Heather says, well, Mary, what is it? You have a problem when Jenny talks? Is it when Jenny talks that you have a problem? Like she's nobody or nothing? And Mary's response is like, I just can't. It is nothing. Like I deal with what's real. That's what I heard Mary say. But of course they make it mean that means when she says I deal with what's real, they interpret that from Mary saying that means you're fake. But that's not what she said. What she said is, I talk to what's real. Like that's who I want to hear from. In no way did she say you're fake, but she is walking away from you. So I guess it's that is what you're saying without saying it. But there was no reason for Heather to highlight it in her classic way. Let's see what Black Lavender has to say. Black Lavender says, Meredith and Lisa and Whitney storylines are dry. That's why they are casting more women for next season. Yeah, and that's a pity because, you shouldn't have to, oh, sorry. Yes. That is what you want in the season. That is wet. Hard rain is what that sound effect is. That's what you want. And you write about their storylines. They are dry. You want to go over the storylines with me? You want to go over them with me real fast? Because I can digress from my whole freaking recap because it was actually it was cute. They had a good time on the trip. It was one of the first times where we get to see them all interact nicely. It looks like they got some like bickering and then some apologizing. This picture right here specifically is of Mary apologizing to Jenny for so one of the things that Mary was aware enough was to apologize to Jenny later on, after the implication that Heather put together that somehow Jenny didn't matter. And she's like, well, it's just me. I just don't open up to people. And I just don't let that many people into my life. And she was really vulnerable with her in that moment, I feel, and was real. And it explained a lot. And I hope that the other ladies, while they're always ear hustling and making stuff up about Mary, are able to see this part of Mary more, because that vulnerability makes Mary's natural, like she's already beautiful and fun and everything. But like seeing her have fun at the party, not intoxicated. Mary doesn't drink, y'all. And she's around all these drunk ass ladies showing their titties half naked and all the other stuff they're doing. And she always keeps her decorum, and she always, like, still has fun though. So to see her in that Soul Train line, well, in that Utah line, when they were doing that dance at Club Zion, was really sweet. So after Club Zion, they all got in the pool, and then that's the next day. Remember in the trailer, everybody wakes up in everybody's bed, but Mary had the good sense to go all the way to her bed, because she's not playing with these drunk. She already told us a couple episodes back that she does not deal with drunk hoes. Well, she didn't say hoes because she's a preacher and everything, but she told Whitney Good. She's like, you're drunk. I don't talk to drunk. I don't talk to drunk. I'm going to be the only one that remembers. And they were so drunk that they all ended up in each other's beds. And look at Meredith and Lisa here. Now, remember I told you earlier about my theory that that Lisa has a number of faces and none of them include real friend. Well, you saw him in bed there laughing, and Lisa was all in her confessional. Oh, if they want to come in my room and it means we all get along, then I'm all for it. And then she's all telling Meredith, I love you. And everybody's, oh, I love you to Meredith after going in on her for the other whole time and on the Sprinter bus. And, oh, I believe you, Meredith. That's one face, Lisa. One of your faces believes Meredith. Because the other face, before this is how the episode is ending, with Lisa in the kitchen eating freaking Kit Kats, and Mary being like, how y'all remember everything? I just remember bikinis everywhere. And then it flashes to the future episode where Lisa's other face that doesn't really like Meredith comes out, and she's like, I hate effing Meredith. I hate that effing whore. And she F's everybody in New York. Like, where'd that come from? Like, you were just laid up with her in the bed, and now we got issues, Lisa? That's because you got more faces to spare, Lisa. That's because you got faces to spare, girl. And when you got faces to spare, then you can just turn them like that, just on and off, on and off. I'm surprised she's not like walking around bumping into stuff, because I would think that a person would be way more dizzy switching up faces all the time. I mean, this is the only way I would know to switch a face. I mean, like, how would you actually do that? But she's a professional, so she actually has a better way than all of this right here, right? Right? That's what I'm saying. Let's see. Ooh, oh my God. Make It Make Sense says, everybody hit that like button. Thank you, Make It Make Sense. I appreciate that. I totally do. And look, Black Lavender is saying, hey, Make It Make Sense. That's right. What's good? So that was like basically the first part. Say hello to everybody again. Face switching faces, that part, right? I mean, like, how do you even do that? She does it so, I mean, it's like to me, because I can't change faces that way. I have to be just like Leah. I have to just be myself. I have to just keep it as real as I can keep it and honor my opinion and myself. I'm not just going to be switching up faces for you. And I say a lot of stuff people don't agree with in these YouTube streets. And that's why we're here to talk about it. But in the meantime, I'm not scared for what? It's okay that we don't all have to agree, right? Right. So, okay, that was pretty much the recap on that episode for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We're 29 minutes in. I'm only going to be up in these streets for like an hour tops, probably shorter, because my last reel wouldn't upload because of those technical difficulties I told you about earlier. Anyway, Make It Make Sense says Meredith probably does sleep with everybody in New York. I mean, have you seen Seth? Have you seen Seth? Meredith semi gives off a little Dom vibes, like she might have some leather in a drawer and a red leather something for somebody to sit on or something. Maybe, possibly, perhaps. And have you seen Sean? I mean, he's not like screaming F me, is he, to you? And Meredith is kind of like oozing a little sensuality and sex, right? She's oozing a little something, right? So I agree with you, Make It Make Sense, that in our opinions, Meredith possibly, probably did sleep with everybody in New York. Not everybody. I know that's like a huge sweeping thing, but it just means a lot, as in a lot more than her husband, Seth. I'm gonna leave it there. And then Black Lavender says, Jen Shaw, stay crying in every episode. It's the fake sympathy for me. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, really? Really? I can't. I'm like, where'd it go? I'm like, I can't. Boo, Jen. Between her and Lisa Barlow, with like just being able to like usher in these tears, these fake freaking tears. I mean, you can't even hardly see the transition sometimes on some of these ladies. Like, but you know it's gonna come because it always does. But they didn't even get like a thing in their forehead first, they didn't get a twitch or nothing, just like all of a sudden their hand is here and they put their ugliest cry face on. I'm sorry, but when they put their ugly cry face on after seeing the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, that was a very ugly fake cry face. And I know it's totally off subject and has nothing to do with anything, but that was the ugliest fake cry face, in my opinion, that I've ever seen on that trial when he was trying to make himself cry for that BS. And when Jen Shaw starts her blubbering, fake, somebody get her an acting coach. You know the way Gina on Real Housewives of Orange County needs a posture coach? Somebody needs to get Jen Shaw a better crying coach. So for one, she don't look so toe up. And for two, that maybe a real tear or two can come out. How about that? And Lisa Barlow, her too. How about Lisa Barlow gets a crying coach that tells her the correct time intervals to cry so that I don't have to see it. In the 47 minutes of programming that I get. I should not have to see Lisa Barlow fake cry like more than like, I'll give her once, you guys. But twice, 3 times with her and her 18 faces, changing all the stories, manipulating her. I'm like, it's just too much. And it goes back to the gaslighting that we were talking about earlier. But anyway, let's see. Black Lavender also says, I'm sure they know Meredith out there in the New York streets. Hey, is Meredith giving you guys freaking Dom vibes at all? Any of that S&M kind of vibes? I don't know. Susan Dawson, come on down. That's right. Thanks for popping in to Larger Curves tonight, Susan. Glad you're here. Black Lavender says, hey, back to you. That's right. Totally appreciate you stopping in. Hope you guys are smashing the buttons and all that and sharing and then hitting the likes and all that stuff if you can. If you can't, that's okay too. As long as you're here chilling or hitting this up in the replay, we good. In these YouTube streets, we good. Okay, so this next reel, let's put this next reel up. We're going to hit this Tasha K real fast. And, you finally got a notification. That's what's up. Susan. That's what's up. So this is the attorney that was on
Ladies and gentlemen,
first side of the courtroom.
the jury has reached a verdict.
And the Tasha K verdict.
This is breaking news.
It was Mr.
The jury has reached a verdict against Tasha K.
Shout out.
There was a unanimous verdict, and the jury has ruled Tasha K is liable on all counts. She is liable on all accounts. Tasha K just lost the defamation case that Cardi filed against her. Tasha K already, the jury has already said she has to pay $1 million, and there's more to come. But this is a breaking news story. You've heard it first. I'm sorry, guys, I had to run out the courtroom, but this is a breaking news story. Tasha K has formally been found liable for defaming Cardi B's name. The jurors took less than 3 hours to reach a decision. And it was a foregone conclusion based on everything that occurred on the witness stand, based on the contradictions, based on so many. We're gonna give you a deep dive into how the jury reached this verdict, but because there's a second part to this, the damages, this is groundbreaking decision. Ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, the blogger lady has been found liable on all counts against Cardi B. Wins the case. Cardi B wins the case. Cardi B wins. This is exclusive reporting by yours truly. First one out the courtroom. First one out the courtroom. This is unbelievable. And I thought the jury was trying to throw Tasha K a bone, but they threw the bone. The blogger lady has been found liable on all counts. Guys, you know I've been reporting on this story from day one, and I've been trying to give you guys gavel to gavel coverage, and I brought in a legal expert to provide her analysis. But I will tell you that there was so much evidence that was against Tasha K. I don't know why she didn't take the videos down. There will be an injunction. The judge is going to rule on so many levels. And guess what? We have an interview coming. So I want you guys to stand by. Cardi B has won her defamation case. Kiwi Studios has lost. Tasha K has lost. We're waiting for everyone to come outside, but this is breaking news. Breaking news. This is breaking news. Troy, yes. Can you take a minute?
Yes, I can.
Let's go. I got someone who's been following the case as well. My man is Troy Allen. Troy, you were in the courtroom. You heard what I heard. Tell everybody what you heard. Did the blogger lady win?
Lost, guilty.
Well,
Guilty.
liable is
Liable. And are they having a mini hearing for the damages?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so I need to get back up.
Yes.
But yeah. Oh wow. And it came back quick.
How quick did it come? Less than 2 hours.
Less than 2 hours.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you have someone else who's in the courtroom who also heard the verdict. And let me ask you, who's the first one out the courtroom? Tell the truth, Troy. Who's the first one out the courtroom?
You can't run it on out. Hey, tell them my channel. Troy Allen Live. Check me out. All right.
Troy Allen Live. And I'm gonna put people in my video because I asked them to come in my video. Not the people running into my video.
Oh yeah, I do a choke no joke.
Yeah, that's a choke no joke move. Ladies and gentlemen, the blogger lady has been found liable on all counts. All counts. I'm Dennis Brown reporting live. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Wow. Want to give a shout out to Mr. Byron for his fresh reporting, fresh out the courthouse, y'all. Fresh out the courthouse. Order in the court. You guilty. You guilty, bitch. You guilty. On all the counts. On all the counts. Not one. Not on 2 counts. Not on 3 counts. On all the counts. Account for you. Account for you. Account for you. Account for everybody. Is that what she was going for by not taking those videos down? No, Toddy. The only one surprised by the verdict. I was actually feeling like, I was like, well, if it's a lie, she's going to get found out because it's a lie and the truth always comes out. So I didn't believe it. Like I didn't repeat what I had heard about that incident. Not even like in a private conversation. I didn't pay it any mind, right? I was just like, that's gross. Isn't that breaking a HIPAA violation? Talking about that lady like that? Talking about lady parts? I'm not like with people talking about other people's lady parts like that. That's like, keep your hot box statements and your firecracker statements and all that stuff. Like, if you did know that about somebody else, like, I don't really need to know that. I mean, not like just something in a general conversation like that, So she was doing it to be malicious. She had a lot of viewers and she shouldn't have did it. And I was just on Tasha K's thingamajig the other day. And she was very kind in the after party show.
Okay.
Oh, I was on her thing the other day.
I'm Dennis Bryan reporting live. We'll be right back. Thank you.
I was in her thing the other day, the day she went to 1 million. I was in her live, and she was talking to Nene Leak's supposed boyfriend that night. I think that was the night she almost got to 1 million. Was that the night? Anyway, shout out to Tasha K. I hope she learned her lesson. I hope she never lies again. It's a very expensive lesson to get, people. Don't be a liar face. Say it with me. Don't be a liar face. I have children that are young. And I had to teach them. Don't be a liar face. Don't be a liar. Just say it. Just say it. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Tell the truth, shame the devil. That's what you can do. Okay? But when you start lying and people can start hitting you with defamation or slander or libel, and then you become liable, it's a very expensive lesson. I'm hearing $1.2 million for making shit up so you can get subs. Now, look, y'all, I'm not begging for nothing in these YouTube streets. I'm manifesting that I am going to get my goal of subscriptions. As a matter of fact, make sure you smash that like button and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video. And share this video. I hear it helps algorithms or whatever like that, right? So I'm reaching goals. I'm trying to reach goals. I'm like, my first goal is getting to 500, right? And that's not too far. I get a community tab and I get some like incentives and I'm so excited. I'm almost there. Shout out to Mim. Shout out to Up and Adam. You guys both gave me shouts out on your lives. And I woke up to like 40 extra freaking subs from you guys. Freaking shout out, man. Freaking shout out. That's like freaking awesome. I'd clap you right now, but I'm trying to get this next reel that I want to play for the last little bit of this live. And then I'll give you your proper sound effects to go along with the freaking kudos that from you guys allowing to share like my channel on your guys' platform. Make it make sense. After you mentioned me, I got freaking 12 more freaking subs, okay? And then I was over there on Up and Adam. After I was over there, I got like 20-something subs. And then I was over on Sherelle's World. And people from over there, she doesn't really give people shouts out or nothing like that. But, I'm just like really feeling the love. And I'm so appreciative that you would even take your time and energy because I know you could be doing something else. I know you could be doing something else, people. But you're choosing to do it with LRGA curves. Woo-hoo, yeah. That's right. That's right. Hey, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening. Okay. I'm going to do some more sound effects as soon as this uploads. But where was I on these freaking what's-my-jiggets? Okay. So everybody, oh, look. Make It Make Sense said that. And then Jen Shaw's crying. And then hello. Oh, wait. Hey, when they said Dennis was in the courtroom, I thought they were talking about Portia's Dennis. Oh, yeah, no, not that one. And then Woo Child from a Toddy. No, we're not surprised. DT is in the house. DT, everybody. DT, we need to be praying for DT's people. They're recovering in Tonga from that horrific freaking earthquake. So just sending positive vibes and prayers and supporting thoughts and everything towards DT's, towards his family and towards his people on his island. And, I've been doing some praying, and I know that if you heard about it, it just was probably on you to pray for it too. But we know DT. You know what I'm saying? He's out here in these YouTube streets spreading love and humor, and we love him. So we just want to let DT know, like through sending positive vibes, energy, and prayers and nothing but positivity that way, to like just edify his spirit, right? Or edify their spirit. So let's see. Hey, back at you, DT. Susan Dawson says, I was surprised, but she was fighting the Cardi B. You were surprised, some. How so, Susan? Like, what surprised you about it? Like, why did you possibly believe it? Or did you just think that nobody ever wins when they sue in this kind of situation? Or what? Like, I totally felt like if she was lying, she was going to get found out and it was going to be a guilty. Like, I totally thought that, right? Toddy Vision is saying, or say allegedly. I hear allegedly isn't the word to say. In your opinion. In your opinion is the phrase of the day, people. Allegedly, we can Google it together, but I believe in my research, allegedly implies like some little, oh, look, the video file just dropped. Now I can do some sound effects. Whoa, oh my gosh, it was like holding my breath. I was like, okay, let's see. So we got some freaking clapping to do because we got DT in the freaking house. What? We got DT in the freaking house? DT is in the house? DT is in the house? What? Thank you, DT, for popping in. I appreciate you. I know you even are taking a hiatus from your own IG that I get to see sometimes. That I see. Everybody follow DT over there on the IG if they like you to, because that I know that you have posted that you were going to be like even taking a break from that. So I'm so thankful that you decided to come share some of your time with us over here on Larger Curves. And then let's see. DT says, see, the moment Tasha K admitted that it was a lie, I knew what was done for. Exactly. Like, why would she admitted it was a lie and then didn't go talk to her lawyer in a sidebar and try to hurry up and make it a settlement? Like, she went all the way through the finishing of the freaking case. Like, she wanted to ensure she had to pay Cardi B's legal fees. Did she want to make sure there could be a punitive case later? Did she want to see like how much of her kids' freaking college fund she could spend on this and still have left over? Don't lie, people. Don't lie. Let's see. Oh, wow. Toddy said exactly, Susan. I was surprised. Yeah, because she's fighting the Cardi B. Oh, look, DT says, yes, subscribe, everyone. Toddy Vision gives us hearts and love. And then from Debbie and Jamal channel. Debbie and Jamal. Ooh, I don't know them. I'll have to go check it out. Oh, DT says, thanks so much, Larger Curves and Feather Curvies. That's what our nickname is over here, you guys. We're the Curvies. For all the prayers, thoughts, and love. You're so amazing for thinking of us. No, you're freaking amazing, DT, because you always are sharing so much with all of us in these YouTube streets. And I totally appreciate your energy every time we interact. And I know our fellow chatters do. You know what I'm saying? Susan Dawson said, I thought maybe on some stuff, of the emails. There was emails involved too. OMG. OMG. Look, I don't know nothing about the email part. I just know she said some bullshit here. So this last part of the live, because I was only going to be in these YouTube streets an hour. Look, DT says, thank you so much, Larger Curves. It was a hiatus to check if family are doing okay. Thanks God, we are in contact with them. Did they fix that cable thing? I'm so glad that you're in contact with them. Did they fix that underwater cable thing that was like part of the reason for not being able to talk to people? I hope so. I'm so thankful for that. Woohoo! That's right. That's right, people. That's right. Okay. So this next part, because we only staying on here for like 10 more minutes. How long is this reel? I don't even know. Let's just say 12 minutes. Okay, we got 12 minutes. 12 minutes, you guys. And then I'll let you go on with your life pretty much. Okay. So this last part on Larger Curves tonight is about the mind games and the freaking double standards that are over there in the Bravo sphere, and why I put the boycott Bravo hashtag on this tonight is because I even put it in Andy's stuff. I tweeted Andy. I was like, look, you need to say something. This is ridiculous, Andy. You already out here looking crazy. Jenny Wynn said the statements were discovered on the 19th of January is when everything blew up, right? Today is the 24th. So that happened the 19th, and today is the 24th. That's a lot of freaking days to go by, you guys. So the banner says, when was the right time for Bravo to speak out and Andy to speak out about hashtag fire Jenny Wynn's racist statements, because she should either know when to shut up or when not to post racist shit on her Facebook and then apply for a job on television where the people should have vetted her properly. And not to mention that was simultaneously, that's the freaking double standards over there in these Bravo sphere, is that simultaneously, while Jenny was posting this bullshit and being vetted for the show, simultaneously, Nene Leakes, that same December 2020, November, December 2020, Nene Leakes, the incomparable one who built the melanated goddess on whose shoulders freaking Bravo's greatness is leaning to. That Nene Leakes was telling us in real time what she was experiencing at Bravo as far as their racist slip showing all the time and the treatment that she was getting, right? But what did we do to Nene? I didn't do that shit. But some people out here in these YouTube streets and in the world was like, well, she should have said something sooner. And she benefited off of so long. Nobody believes her. And why didn't she speak up? Instead of support her. She told us back then, it was December 2020. She said we need to boycott that ass over their racist tendencies, over how they treat the melanated people in their Bravolebrities sphere. She told us, and we did not listen. So we had a silent episode also. But Bravo's silent episode this last week almost, after not doing anything within this time and not saying nothing, now they have this to speak to too. Did you see this bullshit about Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane deciding to go to the thing? And Erica Jane said she was Jerry Hall. And was that David Bowie's wife? Jerry Hall is a famous model, right? And then look how dark Lisa Rinna is standing next to a black lady that's not as dark as Lisa Rinna because of that bronzer she put on. Okay? The bronzer is offensive. It's fucking offensive. Come around no black people darker than them and tell me it's a fucking tan. No, you're being offensive. We're not suits to just put on and then you can navigate your life in your other way and then you put me on to be stylish and look good for the day. That's not fair. That's not cute. And you know she knew it was wrong because look, I have to go back on it. Where is it? I have to go back right here. So under this picture was captioned on Erica Jane's post for this picture. She put Donna and Jerry. What Donna do you think she was talking about, you guys? If she didn't think that she looked black, if her intention wasn't to look black, then why did freaking they put Donna Summer is who she was supposed to be? Donna Summer's a black lady. There's a way to honor Donna Summer without putting on so much bronzer it's offensive. They didn't learn nothing from Luann's incident, because in that incident also, Bravo was silent. Bravo didn't say shit when Luann came to the thing in a big ass afro and 15 coats of bronzer. They didn't say nothing then. And we already saw that silence is acceptance and consent, right? So them not saying anything to Luann emboldens the Lisa Rinnas, the Jenny Wins, and I'm not even leaving Mary and her half-witted comments out. But I'm totally pro Mary, because the things she says aren't as racist as people make them out to be. They are definitely discriminatory statements, but she's not like doing evil shit behind her stuff. The things that Jenny Wynn posted, that was evil. There was death and murder, death, kill behind that stuff, right? Those statements where she said George Floyd died from a drug overdose. George Floyd did not die of a drug overdose. And that's why we need to boycott Bravo. If you hashtag boycott Bravo and do a Google search and then go into the Twitter world, it's all up and down in the Twitter world about why you need to hashtag boycott Bravo. And it's been a long time coming, since December 2020, when our girl Nene Leakes told us in no uncertain terms that we need to be boycotting Bravo. You know what I'm saying? You guys, I'm still on live. Wait a minute. Let's see. So then DT says, I agree with you, Larja. The word isn't allegedly. New Zealand sent over people to check the damage, along with Australia and PNG. And they're currently fixing it. That's incredible. Like, just the thought of even that wire being under the ocean is like some stuff that my mind is like, aliens helped. Aliens must have helped. Okay, that's just my opinion. Fire Henny, the racist, win. Yes. She should know when to shut up, right? Yes. DT says, that's right. Nene Leakes warned us of all these double standards. And meanwhile, Henny Wynn and Flip Lisa Tilapia looking Rinna and Lyrica Fraud Baldy get protected. And we can't forget the Ramona Singer Stinger is on hiatus still. And we can't forget about those ladies in Dallas getting to take a whole year off, hoping we forget about some shit.
I mean, let's be real, like, on the Sprinter van, Jenny kind of started that off with going like, yeah, but do we believe her?
It was Heather that started the whole conversation, and then Jenny chimed in.
By the way, what about how quickly you forgave Jen Shaw after things got
Bravo.
physical? What was your reaction to that?
You know what? I gotta say, I gotta give you props, because like, I feel like you were being a real friend to her and really nice.
Thank you.
And you could feel like,
Sorry.
I mean,
they're talking about
she was
different stuff that happened.
like really in the
Andy just asked
emotionally.
Lisa
And I
Barlow,
think you could
how did
sense,
she
like,
get
oh,
over
she needs
Jenny
Yeah, it
Jen
was
Shaw
definitely like
trying to
she
whoop her
needed a
ass
friend
so
at that
fast?
point.
Let me
Let's
ask you
come
this,
to Candy
two
Code after.
more current things that have happened. Mary Cosby's mom came out and said that she thinks that Mary is a victim in her marriage. What was your reaction to that?
I mean, I think they have a very complicated family, and I'm not a part of it. And
Thank you,
I
DT.
think
Yeah, that was
based on the things
Yvonne. I'm
Mary
sorry.
said, it's different than that.
Thoughts on the posts that surfaced that Jenny had made on her Facebook a couple of years ago?
I don't condone those, and I'm completely anti-racist. So, you know, I hope everyone does better, but I definitely don't condone those.
Were they surprising to you, given you've known her for a while?
I've never looked at Jenny. I haven't looked at Jenny's Facebook page in years. But I was totally surprised. I was very surprised.
You were surprised?
Thanks for watching.
Well, the way Andy even framed the question, though, guys, look, Andy still hasn't even addressed it. When he asked that bitch that question last night, he still hadn't even addressed it before he asked Lisa's 8 Faces what she thought about it. Him is the producer of this stuff. Him is the one Nene called out specifically about being racist. And him who, in my opinion, showed his racist tendencies in the dealings with Nene back then by basically ignoring her. Like, that's like a whole superiority thing too, which is why hella people be mad at Mary, because people feel like that type of treatment is reserved for certain people to get away with. And when they see people like Mary doing it, oh, no, not today, Mary. You're not going to act like everybody else who acts like that. Anyway, so he hadn't even said anything at that point. And then what he finally did say, you guys, was, oh, it's being addressed if anybody didn't think so. Well, what the fuck are we supposed to think, Andy? What are we supposed to think when you're not saying nothing and silence is acceptance? You're leaving me to my very vivid, wonderful imaginations in which it's just KKK robes and crosses burning in the offices of freaking Bravo. That you would wait so long to address some black freaking racist stuff over there. When the stuff happened with Tiffany Moon over on Real Housewives of Dallas, they made a statement within like 48 hours, you guys. They made a statement denouncing anti-Asian anything. When the stuff initially happened with George Floyd and stuff, they made a statement eventually, right? It wasn't within the 24 hours. Look, you guys, I'm making my own damn glasses fog up in here. Have to pull out my fan because racism makes me irritated and it heats me up. When I start talking about it, it irritates me. But we got to talk about it so it can stop, right? Because maybe somebody didn't know that was some racist shit that they just witnessed. And unfortunately, I noticed it, so I got to share it. And I got to show you guys. And hopefully, me showing you some of this stuff, you do a double take and you like, that's what that was? Because even if when you're not a racist and something doesn't sit well, but you don't really know why that really didn't feel good, but it didn't have much to do with you specifically, but it just didn't sit right in your spirit, how that other person got treated, but you're not real exact sure what it was. Yeah, I can help you. I can help figure it out with you. We could come over here. We could talk about it. DM me and I'll pull it up and we could talk about it. And if it has anything to do with anything else, then we could see. Let's see. Okay. So Lisa wanted to be
the lack of discussion on last night's episode relating to Jenny's disgusting and upsetting posts. And I've also seen all the tweets wanting to know what's being done about those posts. I just want to say,
nothing,
in case anyone doesn't realize it, that there are many serious discussions happening right now about everything. And I can't address the situation right now, but
okay, real quick. I just have to say that in my opinion, him saying that they're talking about everything, and him repeating, we're talking about everything, a number of times and taking so long. They're trying to find a way, if they do fire Jenny Wynn, even though Mary already left, if they were in the talks with Mary, they might not bring her back because they would try to find a way to include Mary in this roundup for her racist comments about the Mexican cartel. My glasses are on. Ooh, sweating. Good thing I don't wear foundation because I would be like all brown on my napkin, but I had to stop with the foundation. With these hot flashes, y'all. Yep, we're that age. Okay, anyway. So I think that when he's talking about everything, now why you want to talk about everything? Nene tried to have you guys talk to her about it like in 2020, but now you want to talk about everything. And then when freaking the Dallas thing happened, you weren't talking about it then. Now you're talking about everything. And when the freaking New York thing happened and Ramona, now you're talking about it though. But you weren't talking about it then, but now you're talking about everything. You weren't talking about it those other times. To have something set up for this time, because this time is really looking really bad. She had 42 posts, you guys. Jenny, who should know when to shut up and not hashtag fire Jenny Win. Yeah, that one had 42 posts in that year 2020. 42. That's a lot of numbers. DT says, yes, Hormona Mustard Seed Pelican looking not even singer. And the ladies chapter of the KKK at RHOD. Hello, that part. Susan Dawson says, I will say Mary did not mean anything. Mary did not mean anything. All she said to Jenny was she liked slanted eyes. And she said beautiful before. She said you have beautiful slanted eyes. She should have said, like, I like your eyes. She should have said that. But she said it right after Heather Gay said you look like an Asian anime character. So Mary is thinking, oh, we're talking about Asian shit. Well, I like your slanted eyes. That's how that happened. That's how that happened. Jenny didn't have no smoke for Heather, though. She didn't have no smoke for Heather. Let's keep going with this. DT got a lot to say. Let's see. Why does everyone who flip-flops like pancake name Lisa? Right? Andy Koken and his age prematurely because he's a 53-year-old, and the coke and male models he sleeps with have made him look like he's in his 70s. I just read that. That's not I didn't say that. Sometimes he does look kind of old. He does look kind of old. Yep, Mary was pure innocent. Yeah, it was just like, so like, shit. Mary reminds me, you know who Mary reminds me of? She reminds me of one of those people who's just like kind of like walking around and the butterflies will land on their finger kind of thing. Have you guys seen Catherine on freaking Netflix? Catherine the Great? And the lady who's the uncle of Peter, the crazy guy who kicks skulls around the castle? His sister who had the pet butterflies? And she acted all like this. And she would just be like, oh, oh. And the butterflies would come and land on her finger. And she would be like, now go say hello to your friends. You know, just kind of like in her own world, but she's not really out to hurt nobody, but she knows what's going on and she's smart. But in the meantime, she's just kind of like, you know, not harmful in that much to these ladies. But for some reason, they keep painting her to be dangerous and all kind of other stuff. Let's see. DT says, she a clear people worshiper. Yes, she is. That's why Henny Wynn was mad at Mary and not Heather. Exactly. A clear people worshiper. You know, and on one of the comments, on one of the videos I put up about this whole situation, one of the comments was that they live in Utah and that in Utah, the minorities are pitted against each other and that they like to be like clear people. That's what it said in the comments. And I was like, well, that's the whole opinion I could get from just watching this show, right? Hey, husband. Yeah, and that's the whole opinion I could get from watching that show, right? But that's the kind of vibe it's getting off, because remember, when Jenny, hashtag fire Jenny Wynn, when she first met Mary and cussed her out after she got off Mary's limo up to the ski chalet place, remember that? And then I guess somebody must have pulled her coattail and was like, you were kind of hard on that black lady, Mary. And in her non-apology, where she didn't even look at Mary, trying to explain why she was yelling at the black lady, not looking at the black lady. That's what I'm talking about with that whole Andy not even responding directly to Nene Leakes. That's kind of like a I don't even have to talk to you thing. She wouldn't even look at Mary, you guys, during her explanation of why it's so hard for her as a minority, that why she has a problem with people telling her what to do. And she felt like Mary was telling her what to do or something. She said it was all bullshit and blah, blah, blah. We know now that it's because, in my opinion, Jenny Nguyen is Black phobic and has racist tendencies. I said it based off of the actions that I saw witnessed on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'm saying this. And I'm also saying this, we should boycott Bravo. If they don't get their shit together. I mean, and I breastfed my babies on Bravo. So this is really hard for me to say, you guys. But I'm so tired of being a melanated human in these YouTube streets and in the Bravo sphere, watching these shows that are triggering me. It's so triggering to see this kind of behavior go unaddressed some more. We always have to wait, you guys. You don't even understand. You don't even understand. You don't even understand that as a melanated person, to always have, like, when you're totally, utterly disrespected, and then it's found out that you were, and then you still gotta wait for your reparations. Bravo saying something and Andy saying something is a form of reparations. And them waiting so long to say it is like what Black people go through all the time with reparations. People, they always are like, oh, wait, oh, we're working on it. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's see what else we can include in this, since we decided to do something about the shit that's happening to you. Let's see what else we can include in this civil rights bill. Because you know the civil rights, look, I'm going to get history on you for just 1 second. The civil rights bill was initially only supposed to be for melanated humans, Black melanated humans, the people they call and identify as Black. And then as soon as they started talking about it and drafting it, they were like, well, wait a minute, Bob. If we're doing stuff, let's go ahead and include women, white women. Let's go ahead and include, you know, all the other minorities we can think of. I know it's been 400 years of slavery, Bob. And I know we're just finally making a civil rights bill, Bob. And I know it was supposed to be for them, Bob. But let's make it for everybody. And it still doesn't even cover the intended people. So in a way, that's how deep it is of a trigger for me specifically, is that I go all there with it. Okay? Let's see. Oh, yeah, Susan, Mary made last night's episode. Isn't she fun? She can be so fun. And I liked how she didn't even have to drink at Club Zion, because you know Mary don't drink like that, you guys. Those other hoes was like drunk. They was drunk. They was titties out drunk. They was titties out, probably rubbing nipples, drunk, okay? DT says, that's right. I have relatives in Utah and they constantly fighting their anti-Black relatives daily. It's so horrible to see that in Utah. And you know, I guess it's part of this whole survival of the fittest thing, right? Like you want to survive and everybody sees the way Black people get treated. And so while we're so awesome, you want to be like Black people, like you want to do like the cultural stuff and you want to be hip, you want your hair cool, you want to talk cool, you want to dance cool, you want to do all that stuff, but you don't really want to be treated like a Black person gets treated. That's some deep shit, y'all. DT says, I knew Jenny Nguyen was Black phobic the moment I saw her makeup. Whoever did her eyes put so much eyeliner and Black eyeshadow and it didn't blend properly. So I knew it wasn't a Black moi who did it, right? DT also says, Mary's hilarious. I was cackling every time at Mary. And she does have some, ooh, Her one-liner, she says them so low, though. I have to look for the words at the bottom of the screen when Mary's talking her trash. Ooh, because she does. She has some things to say. It's hilarious, too. So let's get back to Andy's freaking, what's it called? What's he saying? What's he saying? What's he saying?
Will be addressed very soon. And thank you for your patience. And the posts were very upsetting, rightfully, and disgusting. So there you go. I heard that the Smiths, the lack of discussion on last night's episode relating to Jenny's disgusting and upsetting posts. And I've also seen all the tweets wanting to know what's being done about those posts. Just want to say, in case anyone doesn't
where I got this audio,
realize it, that there are many serious discussions happening right now about everything. And I can't address the situation right now, but it will be addressed very soon. And thank you for your patience. And the posts were very upsetting, rightfully, and disgusting. So there you go. I heard that the Smiths, the lack of discussion on last night's episode relating to Jenny's disgusting and upset.
Well, this is just more of the Twitter. That was just some, if, like I said, if you go to Twitter and you do hashtag boycott Bravo and you go to latest, you will see nobody was pleased with that answer, Andy. Not just me. I'm not the only one suggesting that we boycott Bravo. I'm not the only one that is being very put off by the handling and not handling of certain things at the place we love to get our entertainment from. I just really, 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 really hope that they can get their shit together over there, because I don't know what the hell I'm gonna watch, but I will find something else to entertain my damn self. Believe it. I will be very entertained. You can ask my mama. I entertain myself often, and I can keep me laughing. I don't have to be triggered. I don't have to be triggered, you guys. And you don't have to be triggered either. So that's wrapping up our YouTube Streets Talk tonight on Larger Curves. I appreciate you guys totally popping in here with me tonight. If you catch this in the replay, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought about the different topics, about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, about Tasha K and the guilty verdict, and about the Boycott Bravo movement. And also, if you're in here right now and you think about it later, leave a comment. We could talk about it. I reply. All right. And like I said before, smash the buttons, share the videos, and anything else? We talked about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We talked about Tasha K's guilty verdict. And we finished up with the Boycott Bravo hashtag. So, look, DT is saying, thank you so much, Larger Curves and Fellow Curvies, for today. You guys have an awesome day, too. Thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in to Larger Curves. Yay, I'm glad you got the notification, too. I'm so excited, you guys. Share the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right?